one of the best like animated cartoon Batman series that's been around. So yeah, the voice acting is just fantastic, and my respect and my admiration goes out to those voice actors that really, you know, put the time and the effort and the work in to bring those scripts to life and make the game so enjoyable to play. Okay, and the third bit, the gameplay. So the gameplay in Batman Arkham City is excellent, and has actually improved upon Arkham Asylum, which I thought was going to be really difficult, but the gameplay is actually superior. So one of the things that makes Arkham City different to Arkham Asylum is it's more of an open world feel to the game. So Arkham City is really huge, much bigger than Arkham Asylum. And one of the really cool new elements to Arkham City, one of the new skills that you have that you can use, is the ability to glide, which is really fun. So yeah, so before you used to be able just to, like, you know, drop off a building and slow down your descent using your cape. Now you can actually use it to glide around the city, and this time you ride the air currents around the city, and you can use it to, you know, dip and rise up, and it really does open up the map. So you can, you know, if you want, if you like, you can spend, you know, a lot of the time just gliding around the city, you know, in your detective mode, listening and looking out for, you know, for bad guys, and often a lot of that opens up a lot of side missions, you know, where you discover extra missions as you're gliding around. So it really does give this open world gameplay feel to the game, which is really fun, and then it's just really enjoyable to glide around and, you know, stop at the top of a building and just stop and just listen to the henchmen of all the main villains, particularly Joker's. Joker's henchmen are very funny, and you just basically, you know, you just perch on, you know, glide and listen, and then perch on the top, and then eavesdropping on their conversation. Or if you like, you know, you can glide, and then as you're gliding over a target, like a little X will appear, and you can do a glide bomb where you just drop down and, like, give, you know, a huge like you punch into the ground, causing like a huge kind of wave of air, which knocks back villains and knocks back bad guys. So gliding is a lot of fun, and also the game introduces some little side quests, VR training, where you have to learn to control your gliding properly. And the first set are very simple, but the last few sets are very challenging. So you really do perfect your ability to glide and turn corners and glide at low altitudes over the water, you know, and not sinking in. And so yeah, gliding is a really nice addition to the game, and I really enjoyed it. So another thing that's really improved upon with the main game is the gadgets. So what I really love in Arkham City is all the gadgets that you got in Arkham Asylum you get to keep, and at the beginning of Arkham City you already have those gadgets that you unlocked or you upgraded in Arkham Asylum unlocked and ready to use right from the get-go. And I really like that choice that the game developers made, because for me there's nothing more annoying with like a sequel where you unlock like abilities or certain weapons, and then like you start the sequel, and at the end of the first game you're like, you know, leveled up to a certain level and you have all these abilities and weapons unlocked, and you're like, you know, really enjoying them, and then you start the sequel to the game, which is like, you know, continuing on the story, and then you go back to square one, which really, I mean, I understand that if you're starting out, you know, like as a first-time player, with that second game, fair enough. But like if you've completed the first game, it's really frustrating to then to have to like re-earn all those experience points to buy those weapons or to buy those upgrades. So I really like the fact that at the beginning of Arkham City you already start with the number of like gadgets that you had at the end of Arkham Asylum, and then on top of all those gadgets that you got in Arkham Asylum, you actually like get even more gadgets. There are so many gadgets in this game, and the gadgets are what really makes it so much fun to play as Batman, because you know Batman's like Bond, you know, he's like James Bond. He's known for his gadgets, and he's not Superman. You know, he doesn't, you know, or Wonder Woman, like he doesn't come with like, you know, X-ray vision and laser sight and super strength or anything. You know, he is a very rich, very smart guy that uses his, a little bit like Tony Stark, that uses his resources to develop technology. He's not as clever as Tony Stark, but like, you know, his gadgets are what make him really fun. And there are so many gadgets in this game. So let me take you through the gadgets that are in Arkham Asylum, the new gadgets that are around. So the first one is the zipline. So the zipline is back in Arkham City. It's upgraded a little bit, which is a really nice upgrade. You know, previously you just, you know, zipline in one direction, but now you can actually jump on top. As you're ziplining, you can jump on top of it and use it as a tightrope, so you can like walk above like an enemy and drop down and, you know, take them out. Or you can use it to get up off the ground. Say if the ground is like electrified and is dangerous, you know, you can use it to do that, and that was very, very useful for some Riddler challenges. And yeah, and then you can also change directions. So if you hit like RT or a certain button, you'll slow down, and if you move your vision, it'll give you the option to like turn and shoot out a new zip line, so you can change direction. And this is very useful because some levels in the game have no ground, and you really, you know, you really do need to make use of that gadget, which is a lot of fun. I think there's actually an achievement for like zip lining a number of times or connecting with a number of buildings, which is quite a fun achievement to do. So zip lining. Second thing is the grapnel gun and the grapnel boost. This is really nice addition to your gliding ability. Once you complete the first four, I think, the first four gliding side quests, you then unlock the grapnel boost gun, which allows you to like shoot up onto a building and jump above it and continue on with your glide and get more height and more air. So and you can also do some really cool, really fun takedowns with the grapnel boost as well, which is a lot of fun. So the grapnel boost is really, really cool to travel around the city a lot quicker and to glide around a lot more freely and not worry about like running out of air. The second really cool thing with the grapnel gun is you can use it to, you know, to hook onto an enemy and pull them towards you, and like either pull them and like, you know, knock them down onto the ground, or like pull them towards you, pull them over like over the edge of a building or something, or even using it to hook onto like a crate or something to open up a door, you know, if there's a Riddler challenge or something behind it. So the grapnel gun is really, really fun to play with as well. Obviously Batman is not Batman without the Batarang, and yay, of course, it goes without saying, the Batarang is back in Arkham City. But this time it's upgraded a little bit, so you have the ordinary Batarang that you can use in combat, you know, to throw at, you know, villains as you're fighting, which is really fun to give you a little bit of breather and stun them and knock them over. But you can also use a remote Batarang now a lot more easily, and you can what's really cool now is you can really control its speed. And you know, you can hit a button to slow it down or hit a button to speed it up. You can make it do a U-turn. You can make it do, you know, 90-degree turn, and control it yourself, which is a lot easier to control the angles, because some of the Riddler trophies and some of the Riddler challenges that you have to do in the game, you really do have to use the remote Batarang, you know, to hit through like an electrical current and then hit onto like like an electric box. So it's really fun. The remote Batarang is really cool.